Okay, we can just edit that part out. I'm not sure, but I think this might be the problem. I actually have no clue what is happening. Good morning, piggies. You hungry this morning? Oh, you got your buckets all twisted up. You guys, stop licking me. Back out. Oops. Enjoy. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, so today I am going to catch up on some repairs that need to be done. So that tractor needs that air filter thing right there that's hanging down fixed. The other day I was taking that sprayer out, and within 15 minutes, 3 things broke. The air conditioner line on the tractor blew. I was just sitting there and I just hear this the cab air filter for that thing. It goes along the back of the cab right there. I was going down the road and the thing just drops out of nowhere. It would have been fine, except swung down, caught the tire, got wrapped up in the tire, freaked me out because I thought I got rear-ended or something because I just hear this. So my adrenaline's going like crazy. Almost peed my pants. Needs the door fixed. The door decided to stop closing on me yesterday, and the piece that it latches to got bent back. I need that to latch to do some spraying. Oh, what else? Oh, man. Oh, and I forgot my tripod in the car. All right, well, let's get going. Well, it's far from perfect. When I get the air filter in there, it'll make it work. Because I can get it in and I can tighten it. I mean, it's just bowed in the middle, really. That's the only thing. The hardest part is this part down here is shifted over. So I can't, and it's hard to get both things shifted straight at the same time. If my grandpa was around, he'd know how to do it. I wish he was here so I could ask him. I guess I'm gonna get a filter and see if it fits in there. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to take it off, and that's gonna be a winter project. So that's gonna have to be good enough for now. Now we're gonna try to fix that door right there. I already tried hammering this thing back in place, this door latch, but that didn't work. So I'm trying to find a pry bar. I don't see a pry bar anywhere. Wow, that was a big sneeze. Wow, this place is a mess. I can't wait to clean this up. All right, let's see if this thing works. All right, let's try that. Whoops, my bad. That was a quick fix. Of course, it might not last long, but I could have fixed that in like 30 seconds yesterday and had the door working, but I never slowed down to do it. Ay, ay, ay. Why do I keep saying that? I take it back. There's no ay. Okay, we can just edit that part out. So now I just gotta ask my brother what to do about the air conditioner. That blew out everywhere and blew oil all over. So I gotta figure out what it is gonna take to fix that. I don't think it hurt the compressor any. It's a brand new compressor. After consulting with my brother, who is the expert, I think it's this one that goes from the compressor to the to this little cooler thing, radiator looking thing. We're gonna call the car parts place and see if they can make these hoses. I think that's all that's wrong with this. There's the wrench that tried to kill me. I'm gonna pop the hood up a little bit so I can see which hose might be blown, and then take the line off, and then we either have to replace it, or I might even replace it with some hydraulic oil hose because it looks like the same fittings. I'm not sure, but I think this might be the problem. Made it back from the store. I had to go like half an hour away and come back. But we got one of the hoses. The other one for the other tractor, they ran out of fittings for, apparently. They said they'd have it tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. I think the reason that the old one got a hole in it is because right here there's a piece of metal that sticks up. I started bending it down. I'm gonna bend it down some more so that it doesn't rub on the hoses quite as bad. So I got this piece right here bent down so that it won't rub through the hoses now. And got the hose back on here and here. And hopefully Aaron will be here soon to recharge it. But I don't know because I haven't heard from him. Oh, he says he'll be here shortly. What's wrong with it?
I put almost 3 pounds in this thing and it's still sucking like down into a vacuum, like there's nothing in it.
So we added the refrigerant to it, but it was dropping in pressure too much. I actually have no clue what is happening. Can you explain what's going on?
Suction side is pulling a vacuum, which
means
could be an expansion valve problem, or
I have no idea what an expansion valve does.
maybe I just don't have enough in it yet. This belt is also slipping, which isn't helping the problem. The belt tight, the high side pressures are up where they should have been, which is going to affect the low side pressure by the time it goes through the system.
Nobody knows what that means.
Your high pressure from the compressor through the condenser and your receiver dryer to the expansion valve. The expansion valve is basically an orifice that knocks the pressure down as it goes through the evaporator, and then it goes back to the compressor. It changes from a liquid to a gas, and from a gas to a liquid, which is what creates the change in temperature to create cool air coming into the cab.
Oh, so there's our lesson for the day.
In the evaporator, it changes from a gas to a liquid, which is when it absorbs the heat. So then it goes back to the compressor as a low pressure liquid. In the compressor, it changes, it becomes a high pressure liquid, where it goes to the condenser, and with the fan, with the air from the engine fan cooling it, it changes to a gas, and then goes through the receiver dryer, which helps take moisture, keep moisture out of the system.
Who came up
Back
with
to
this?
the expansion valve, where it knocks the pressure down, and the cycle starts all over again.
You have to draw me a map because I don't get it.
I have a book in my box that explains it all. You can look at it to see if I just even explained it right.
Basics of air conditioning. Well, first you have this guy who's running and he gets hot and then he wants to cool off, so he gets some air conditioning and he gets some water and puts ice in it, and then he cools off. Oh my goodness.
Is that right? Low pressure.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, low pressure liquid. So the evaporator to a low pressure gas, compressor. Oh, it's a gas, and I had it backwards. I always get that backwards. You would think after all the years of doing air conditioning that I've done, I'd get it straight.
Wow. Fascinating.
Man, look at all we learned.
I think my head is a few sizes bigger. Yep, definitely. Right there. Right there. It got a little bigger. All right, we got the AC working. Now I gotta get the side panels back on, and Michelle made supper early today, so I'm hungry and I want to go home. So that'll be very nice to have AC in the tractor when I'm spraying, finally. Well, it was only one day, but it happened to be like the hottest day of the year. I sprayed the whole day with no air conditioning or even a fan blowing on in the cab. Because the cab filter was gone, it was like taking the dust off the wheels and sucking it right into the cab. So I couldn't run the fans. I had to have the windows open. Well, actually, I was closing the windows and opening them when I was like downwind of the spray because I didn't want to be breathing in spray. That's never good either. So now we have AC and I'm happy. So, all right, everyone, have a good night. I'm going home. Bye.
Hello.
Huh?
This is Danny fixing the tractor, his favorite job.